is going on, everybody? How are we doing on this fine Saturday in July? My name is Eric. Welcome to Reality Bytes. We are a bi-weekly VR talk show that airs 2 times a month at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, where we broadcast live simultaneously to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And yes, you can catch us in your VR headset, in the Multiverse app, in the Metaverser room, and come and join us in VR. And it's always a lot of fun in there. But if you can't catch us live, you can always catch us later afterwards on your favorite podcast platform. But if you don't catch us live, guys, you can't win anything. You have to be here live with us to win something. And we have some cool games to give away this week. And before we go any further and talk about what we're going to do, let's introduce all of our hosts. We have Todd from Vegas. What is going on, Todd? Can you hear us? Can you see us? Are you there, man?
30 seconds later.
There's a little bit of a lag, but I'm here.
Yeah. I would definitely turn your camera off, maybe, and we'll fix that lag. GT, what is going on, man? How are things over in England?
Yeah, well, I don't know about England. In my little part of it, in this particular area, yeah, it's not too bad, mate. Thank you. How are you?
Good, man. Good. It's been a really fun week, and we've had a lot of stuff going on here, but it's pretty cool. D is here. What is going on, D? How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
Yeah, it was fun. We were doing a little bocce time this week, right?
Bocce time, yeah.
Yeah. We got a little video dropping tomorrow for bocce time, and it's cool. Yeah. It's a cool little game, man. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it a little bit, but we got it. We're actually going to give a key to bocce time away today. But you know what we said was we were in bocce time, and so Forever Games, who does Forever Bowling and now Forever Darts, they're coming out with a Forever Cornhole, right? Forever Cornhole. Who doesn't love Forever?
Who doesn't love Forever Cornhole, really? I mean,
fucking cornhole, mate. Oh my god. Cornhole is not a good word.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like over there. Is cornhole the word?
It's not a good word. But it is an extremely popular game. Popular game here in the United States.
Does everyone at Cornholio good? Ryan Brennan, he's on it. Like when I saw it, when they sent me the email, I was like,
"What
cornhole?" And they've even got the hashtag cornhole.
Oh yeah, they got it, man. They got it.
Oh,
it's too funny. But yeah, but cornhole here is a super popular backyard outdoor game where it's two wooden boards. And there's a hole in the top of one of the boards, and you have partners on each end of this pitch, and you're throwing these bean bags full of corn, basically. That's why they call it cornhole. You're throwing like a bean bag, and you're trying to get them in the hole to get a point. Really popular here in the United States. Is it popular in Canada, Todd? I don't even know. You play cornhole in Canada?
We do, but we call it beanbag toss. We don't call it cornhole.
What?
Which makes a heck of a lot of sense.
How dare you not call it cornhole, bro? You Canadians, and you can't even call it cornhole.
Someone said that to me. We were going to do like a community cornhole thing at our campground, and I was totally confused as to what the hell they were talking about. Until I got there and I saw
I thought he was going to get lucky.
It's beanbag. I thought it was lunch.
I thought he was... Yeah, he thought he was going to like some kind of weird community event.
Barbecue or something.
Everybody's naked.
Just look at the comments, though. Troy Gillis, just hearing the name makes my butt cheeks tighten. You know? It's like... it's just,
man.
you know... Oh, I don't believe that.
Wrong one.
AppJ says Todd thought he was getting invited to an orgy. I know, right?
Exactly.
I know, right? Well, you know what me and D did say? We did say when we were in there playing it this week, we said, why isn't there a horseshoes game? Now, do you play horseshoes in England, GT?
I can't even remember the last time I saw a horseshoe. I mean, considering this is the country where... I know it's so medieval here. People are still riding them around, but I haven't seen a horseshoe in a long time. Did you just come across them randomly?
Horseshoes are big games here. As a big game, another big game here in America. And basically what you do is... It's the same kind of idea as cornhole you have, but you have these like metal posts that are in the ground that stick up at the ground, maybe a foot out of the ground, and you take your horseshoe and you
in a sand pit
from one end in a sand pit, and you're trying to get the horseshoe around the post. and you get points depending on how close you get it, and you get more points if you can get it all the way around it.
There's only one game I can think of in this country which is anything like the games you're describing. They're mostly pub games. We've got darts, pool, snooker, but another one is called Bat and Trap. And Bat and Trap, I believe, is where you have like a ramp and a box, and you've got because the box is on top of the ramp. You don't know, you've got to hit the ramp, and this thing pops out. I don't know what it is, like a ball or something. But because the box is on top, you've got to get the timing right. You can't see the ball or the ramp.
Oh.
And it's called Bat and Trap. So people go bang bang and they whack it. That's the only.
That sounds pretty cool though.
I mean, it's all right. There's probably not much moving in it if it's down the pub. The guys don't want to run around too much, but yeah, it's just I can't really think.
We have a game up here
cornhole.
called Beersby. You guys have that?
Beersby? No.
Yeah, it's two about 3-foot poles that you put like 20 feet apart, and you balance a beer bottle on the top of the pole, and use a frisbee to try and knock your opponent's beer bottle off.
That sounds like
you
a
have to drink.
challenge.
If they hit it, they got a pound.
Oh, it's a drinking game.
It's a good
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
It figured in Canada you'd have drinking games. We have beer.
The drunker you get, that frizz becomes a weapon, not a.
So cornhole though is like a worldwide acceptable game, is it?
They have like huge tournaments. I mean, there's talk of trying to get cornhole in the Olympics. Seriously,
not true.
I'm serious.
Not true.
There's huge like the tournaments.
Oh my God.
There's like it's televised in some places. It's really really big here.
I mean, it must be if they're making a VR game actually, which is even a smaller audience. Then yeah, I guess it must be pretty popular.
Alex says Mash used to play Kick the Can. Yeah, well.
Kick the Can. There was literally no games that existed back then.
I'm not that fucking old. We had games. I mean, I may have been around for the first ever video game that was ever created. I was around when Pong was around, but.
Oh my God.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, man, it's awesome. Come on.
Yeah.
When is cornhole? When are we covering this cornhole?
D, can you look up cornhole and see when that's coming? Forever Games cornhole. Forever cornhole.
I'll tell you.
I think they just announced it. I don't think they
did. It's just
gave like
recently,
a route.
Forever cornhole.
Okay.
While you're looking it up, D, let's say hello to our chat because we have some amazing people in here hanging out with us today. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. If everybody is in the States here, this is a beautiful Saturday afternoon, and if you're across the pond or if you're in Europe and anywhere, it's a little bit later. But either way, thank you guys for being here and joining us. We really appreciate it. Diego Darko, the super fat game cat, said he was first, and he was here like an hour ago, waiting for the show to start. So.
He's so awesome. He was on my stream earlier, keeping me company. He was so cool.
Yeah, Diego's awesome. Chinatown D was in here early, and
started we've started a kind of a cross Discord thing with Diego Darko, and we're going to do a looking for group kind of collaboration between him over in Europe and us over in North America, and trying to get people playing games together.
You know what? I did see that. That sounded really cool. He sent me a message here. I saw it somewhere where he said that we have a lot of people. When I'm playing, a lot of people are sleeping. So it would be nice if we could get a Discord for people to get together who are in Europe who want to play together. And it's a great idea. I think it's a fantastic idea. And
yeah, we got Alvo VR in the chat as well.
Hey, what is going on,
Sup,
guys?
Alvo?
How you doing?
Coming in hot.
We were talking about Alvo the other night. They came in the other night and dropped a couple of keys for us too for the community. So thank you guys, appreciate it.
Look at that! Speak of the devil.
Speaking of the devil, nice.
And because he's wrote Alvo Quest 2 key as well, you got a little bit of an extra copy and paste issue there, which is nice.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, it makes them work for it.
We got Mr. Lord Beavis here. How's it going? We got Ryan Brannon with Paul Fennessy, Mike Newton. We have the Handy Capable Gamer. How are you doing? Traveling Man, and Traveling Man's everywhere, man. Mepper is everywhere. Traveling Man, Guido 7335. What's up, Guido?
Guido.
Love it. Guido.
I think that's why Traveling Man's called Traveling Man, dude. You are absolutely right. Every live stream I go in, he's there.
He is.
Yeah.
D is the same way now. D, you're everywhere. You are in every Like I
Discord.
try
Every
and
Discord.
stop. I try and stop in at least for a little bit to everybody's stream just to say hi, even though it's sometimes I can't stay. But D, you like go and you stay and you're like super supportive.
You know what?
of
I
everybody.
love this community, man. This community is the greatest community.
There you are.
So.
You rock.
It loves you, D.
Oh, shucks.
Kyle, super clever,
Where's my? Don't cry.
Kyle, super clever, witty, funny name. Kitching says yo yo yo. Hussein X, Mepper, Brian Brandon, Sim is here. Alex VR has stopped in. Hack the Game Cat is what up, players? What up, Hack? How you doing? Wolveraza is here.
Boyd just popped in. What up?
Yeah, Orland Hooper. Orland
Wendy
Hooper's
from
jacked,
the
yo.
multiverse is here.
That's my new thing. Every time I see Orland Hooper, I'm just gonna say Orland Hooper's jacked, yo.
Jacked. Dude, seriously, a week and a half later, and he's still talking.
I know. He's still jacked.
Ah.
So Orland
Still
GT
jacked.
Orland Hooper is he's a member of our Patreon, and he got one of our shirts, and he said, we ask all of our patrons to send in a picture of them wearing the shirt, and he sent a picture, and this guy is super jacked.
Is he?
Yeah, Todd, you got that picture still anywhere?
Yo, he's in the
Show?
gym. I do, but
Yeah,
it's
he's
on my other
working out.
machine. I don't have it here.
He's working out in the gym, and man, he's super jacked. It's awesome.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
It's good. I do think, in a way, because of VR and the way it is, for most people anyway, like I personally stand a lot when I play VR. I know there's like the big thing where people like to play seated and and stuff like that, even because they don't have to, especially with Air Link and stuff. People still want to play seated because it is sometimes the games are more comfortable that way. But in general, I think you burn more calories in VR than you do normal gaming. Like I just as a observation of the whole genre, I feel that way.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, way more than just sitting in front of and if you're gaming, like I find myself all the time flat gaming. I'll sit here with a freaking thing of popcorn while I'm eating, and I'll just eat popcorn while I'm gaming and flat gaming. You're not doing that. You're not doing that in a headset. You're not doing that with a headset on. I do. I love popcorn. I have a problem with popcorn. I do.
Bougie popcorn, dude.
Bougie popcorn. Yeah.
Bougie popcorn.
Let's say hello to El Rash is here. App J, how you doing, App J? Fabster. Man, so many cool people here.
What?
Alvo VR, we said. Wendy Cummings from the Multiverse is here in the Metaverse room. Chris 9989. Techno Glitch.
Guido dropping a
Glitch? How are you doing?
super chat.
Nice. I'm so far behind. I didn't even see it.
That's a big super chat, dude.
Heck yeah.
Let me
Thank
catch up to
you.
the front now.
Yeah. Thanks, Guido. That's awesome.
Yeah, Guido, super chat for $20 says, here's to you, GT. Here is to you, GT.
Here's to you,
man.
sir. Thank
Cheers.
you.
I get my my 0 calorie.
Cheers from Vegas.
Gatorade.
What you got there? You all got your energy drinks there. D's got a
you know what you should
whiskey
do,
and
though?
lemon.
No,
everybody
no,
should
it's
do
not
that.
whiskey. Not yet. I'm saving that for later. But I got tea. I got tea.
Tea.
You know what we should all
Bible
be doing
tea,
though?
sir.
We should all go to Sneak and use gamer tags code and get some energy drinks from Sneak because they have some pretty cool
I tried.
flavors.
They won't ship me here.
Dude,
Yeah, they won't ship
iced,
to Canada. Yeah.
iced peach tea is absolutely insane. My son
Iced
stole
peach
it.
tea. Really?
Iced peach tea. He stole
I
it.
love peach tea.
Do they
dude.
sell
so-
anything canned or is it just
Yeah, no, they do cans. Yeah,
yeah,
I did like I've done unboxing videos and all sorts. Like, yeah, they're lovely.
Now, do
They're
you
nice.
drink them in? Because you do a lot of yours powdered, I know, because you have your mixing bottle and everything. Do you drink them iced, or do you just drink them with cold water?
You can get like this is a see-through one. You get plastic ones of the shakers, but you get metal shakers as well, and they're the ones I take to the gym because I usually cycle to the gym. So yeah, with those ones, I would use ice, and because they can keep them cold for like 12 hours or something. So they're pretty cool, and they don't leak. You know.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try the peach tea one now.
It's oh mate, that is I love it. I mix one of the ones I do like doing as well is they do a do you have the sweets Millions? You must have Millions.
Millions? No, I don't think so.
No? I
Is
thought
it like
Millions.
candy?
No,
Smarties? Oh, yeah, we have Smarties.
Yeah, I know you're Smarties. No, they are. I'll send you a picture of Millions. Like they're really big over here, and I've seen them. I thought I'd seen them in America. They're like little coloured rocks of candy.
Pumps up mouths in America.
Oh, like Pop Rocks?
Well, they have
like nerds
they have
almost.
certain flavors.
Oh,
yeah, like
nerds?
nerds. Yeah, they
Yeah,
are
yeah.
exactly like nerds.
Okay.
They're kind of like
yeah,
nerds. Yeah.
exactly like nerds. And you've got cola, strawberry, and another flavor. But the cola flavored ones I mix with cherry bomb, so I have a cherry coke.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds nice, dude.
It's really good. It's really
That would
good.
be
And then
cool.
if you had carbonated water with it as well, it's
that'd be good.
It's good.
You can go to like you can, here in the States, you can go to like a place called Sonic, which is like a drive-in burger place, and they do like all kinds of drinks.
With
And they
nerds.
have shakes, and they have like shakes that you can get like nerds in and stuff like that, and like sweet. They have like pop rock one where you can get the pop rocks where they like pop in your mouth.
Oh, popping candy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting hungry now that we're talking about this candy.
But it's not popcorn mashed, so how does that
I
work?
know. Yeah.
I'm not getting hungry. I feel a bit sick, to be honest.
Yeah, well, you just downed a pizza right before
Inhale.
we got on.
I did.
Well,
I
let's
was
get
just-
into that because we'll get into that a little bit because you had a busy day, man. You were live streaming right before we got on, and I popped into the chat and I'm like, you're like, hey Mesh, how you doing? I'm like, good. I'm looking forward to today's show. And you're like, oh yeah, today's show. I almost forgot about it.
I was just that
You're
game.
like, oh, shit.
I was in there, man. I was in the game. Yeah. So I managed to end the stream at a half decent point, and then my wife's out, and I was like, oh, I could cook. But I've been I've been keto dieting. I've been doing really well, but I was just like, thinking of like fresh pizza dough. So I was like, no, right, I'm just gonna order like 2 12-inch pizzas, and I just ate a 12-inch pizza, I reckon, in around 11 minutes. And yeah, like I ate it, and I literally
You
sat
haven't
down
had
here.
carbs in a while, and now you eat 12 pieces of pizza.
I know, like my record's 18.
What? Oh my god.
Yeah, my record's 18 slices, or is it 21? It was a long time ago, but yeah, and yeah, now I reckon I'm gonna be like really tired soon because I think Creeper Betty and some others we're gonna be playing Star Trek after this.
Oh yeah, we
Nice.
kind of
Oh,
were mentioning
cool.
that the other day, man.
Yeah,
You know what
We
I
should do
just
a bridge
recently
crew night. That'd be
downloaded?
super fun.
I would love to do a bridge crew night. That
we
would
are
be so
doing
good.
Bridge Crew. Did I
Yeah.
not say Bridge Crew?
Nice.
Was
No,
I
you
just
did,
waffling?
yeah.
You said
No, you
Oh,
just
cool.
did, yeah. I'm just,
Sorry.
I would
Yeah, you
I
said
would
Star
love to
Trek.
do that.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, Bridge Crew would be amazing.
Yeah.
I have it, and I've never played it. I've never been into it. People tell me how great it is, and I've been wanting to do it for a long, long time, and just haven't had the opportunity to do it.
I literally crapped myself today on the stream because everyone was like, I think they're shutting the servers down for Bridge Crew. I need to look this up still to find out if this is definitely happening.
They
I've
talked
heard-
about it, but I don't think
I know
they ever
they're
give
doing
a
Space
date.
Junkies. I know
Yeah.
they're doing Space Junkies, but I didn't see Star Trek. But someone looked like they copy and pasted an Ubisoft message saying Space Junkies, Star Trek, because they've lost the license to Star Trek. I was like,
Oh,
no.
it could be. That would be terrible.
I mean, but why would you
No
stop
way.
supporting the servers? I mean, maybe you can't make any more content
right,
or sell.
do.
You know?
But you
Yeah.
already paid for that content you already used, so you shouldn't
Yeah.
have to keep going to it. Onikazi says, depending on how long GT has been ketoing, he may have to leave for an emergency bathroom break.
Oh,
That's very true.
feel sorry for my cornhole.
God. Oh,
Oh my god, dude.
Fucking cornhole, everyone. Jeez,
Cornhole.
what is happening? What an age we live in, eh?
I know, right? Did you ever find anything on Forever Cornhole?
No, I couldn't find anything. Nothing.
I know it was announced.
I don't
know,
remember
saw it.
where I saw it, but yeah, I can't find.
What cornhole? Are we talking about cornhole again?
Yeah.
I think what they did was just go around and give people access. That's all. I don't think there's any mention of anything
I don't
else.
think I don't think it was like an announcement of a date or anything.
No.
yet. It's
No,
early,
but I could have swore there was a post or something.
I thought there was
somewhere about
something
it,
about a date, but
and I can't find it.
Bocce time was fun though. I will say that before we get going because we'll announce the games we're going to give away. We're going to give away Bocce time. We're going to give away Warplanes Battles over Pacific today, and we're going to give away Zombieland. 3 really, really good games. I'm a huge fan of Zombieland. I love that game.
you're giving away a key for Zombieland. Is that from
Yeah.
XR?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
I love those guys.
I loved working for them, dude. That was good.
Yeah, you had a little stint with them as the community manager, right?
Yeah, it was good. It's good fun.
They were when that game first came out, Zombieland. They popped a trailer out for that game, and I looked at it and I watched it. And I'm like, oh my god, what other dog shit this game is gonna be? Just off first impressions of the trailer, I'm like, wow, this is going to be so bad. And then I got in there, and they sent us a key to test it for Virtual Strangers and for Q2C, and I started playing it. I'm like, this is a lot of fun, man. This is done really, really well. Their trailer did not do the game justice.
No, I actually, my community management job with them gave me a taste of the job, but it was a knee-jerk reaction. And the knee-jerk reaction come from, instead of talking to people in VR, they basically went down the route of normal gaming and put a trailer on. Because at XR at the time, the guy who runs it, I think they had some money. And it was like, let's put it on IGN. And it got fucking smashed. Like, no one liked the look of it. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a Quest game, which is what? The equivalent of PlayStation 2 graphics, maybe. You know, it doesn't look like VR. Yeah. So it got really smashed, and they were like, "What have we done wrong?" And I think some people react the same way as you, Mash. In general, like that wave can happen where you're like, "This doesn't look very good," you know. They even had good voice actors in there. All that stuff happened, but I was the same as you. Like, it actually made me want to make a review. Because my first reactions was, God, this game's rubbish. And then, it looks rubbish. And then I played it and I was like, wow, this is like the arcade shooter I've been waiting for. You know, it's got that reward thing for getting those headshots. And I loved it. Like, I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't have worked for him if I didn't. So, it's really good.
Yeah, it's really satisfying. I mean, playing that game, I mean, just getting through the time trials and getting the headshots is extremely satisfying. It's funny. They used a lot of the original voice actors. I think the voice actor they used for Woody Harrelson's character was actually his brother, which he sounded really good, man. It sounded just like him.
It was. I've got a bit of a story about that one, but I don't know if I can say it's about some Sony Awards ceremony, and I had to cut up this video of his brother doing this speech and stuff, and it was crazy. But yeah, did you ever unlock the revolver in the game? The big. Oh, that is
that thing's awesome. Yeah,
I love that gun.
That's good. I think I've got everything opened up. I think my favorite combo was the P90 and one of the revolvers. I don't remember which one it was, but
sorry, Todd, you're gonna have to repeat that.
What'd you say, Todd?
This is like the news. You watch those news reporters.
On location,
I was
Todd
Jackson.
The Zombieland, because I'm doing a first impression review. I think in November or something last year. With my first takes on it, and I was a super fan from the beginning, and that was awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I love everything about it. The leaderboards are really good. It's fun trying to compete, and they did a lot of stuff too, like with competitions and stuff like that. They had a content creator competition. I remember West.
They did. I made that.
Yeah. Oh, did you do that?
Yeah.
Look at you. That was a lot of fun. I know.
That was my baby.
Yeah. Let's see. So, we're going to give away Bocce Time, Warplanes, Battle Over Pacific, and Zombieland. And let's dive into first topic, guys. Let's talk a little bit about Valve. I wanted to talk about this on Thursday, but we kind of ran out of time because I think it's important. So there's a company called Nofio that is starting a Kickstarter. And what they're making is a wireless adapter for the Valve Index so you can play it wirelessly. I'm a fan of the Valve Index. I have one here. I don't use it as much as I used to because of Pimax, but it's still a great headset. It's still one of the best headsets out there. My biggest complaint, again, it's wireless. It's the wires. It's 2 wires. It's a pain in the ass. Have you guys tried the Valve Index? And what do you think about wireless for Valve Index?
I'll let you guys go first.
I have not. The only PC VR headset that I've used is the Windows Mixed Reality headset from Acer. It's 2 cords as well, not wireless, and of course they've dropped all support. So. Yeah.
DT, how about you? You don't have a Valve Index, right? But have you tried one?
I did try one. I played after the fall in 2018 at Gamescom on a Valve Index. And that was when the Rift S was also new. It had only been out maybe a month. And I was looking to change up from the CV1. And basically, I mean, I did like the Index, but I didn't actually like the controllers that much. Definitely not as much as the Rift S. But I think I'm kind of like someone of comforts, you know? I had a choice basically, and one was £300 and one was like 900. And for content creation and everything, the Rift S just seemed to tick the boxes I needed.
Yeah.
So this wireless adapter, this isn't official.
Not from Valve. This is going to be kickstarted by a company called Nofio, and I'll just read a little bit about it. It says, in 2019, after the launch of Valve of the Index, Valve itself was looking into several methods to untether the Index. In 2020, the company said it was excited about the promises of wireless VR and continuing to explore its possibilities. More than 3 years later after the launch, an Index still has no official wireless adapter. Nofio's adapter will leverage the Wi-Fi 6E, the new 6 gigahertz band of Wi-Fi, to achieve claimed latency of less than 5 milliseconds, which is really where you need to be. 6 gigahertz Wi-Fi has higher bandwidth and is far more resistant to interference, but it suffers from degradation when penetrating objects like solid walls. That's not really an issue for wireless PCVR. Nofio is promising support play space of 5 meters by 5 meters, but claims 5 meters by 10 meters works in testing. So the only downside I see here right away, you're going to need Wi-Fi 6, and that is not available everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Price.
If they're...
See, that is a bit of a downfall.
How much is it?
Go ahead, Todd. What do we got?
$450.
$450.
$450
Yeah, that's what I
US.
see. $450.
I know what I'm thinking straight away. It's not about the it's the timing. Like, for me personally, the reason that Valve aren't making this themselves because they've got another headset coming anyway. So, as we all have been speculating and everyone's been thinking about, if I owned a Index, I wouldn't buy this on that basis alone. You know.
Yeah. No, I think
that
I said,
kind of money
did I not say Wi-Fi 6E? Onakadi says Wi-Fi. I read, when I read the article, I said Wi-Fi 6E. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's Wi-Fi 6E is what you need.
I don't know what that means. I know what Wi-Fi 6 is, but not Wi-Fi 6.
It's a different type of broadband that you have to have, and not many people are going to have that. It's not easy to get. You have to have a special router for it. So it's not just the 450. If you don't have a Wi-Fi 6E router, you need to have that.
Yeah, that's true.
You need to get that. So so your cost is going to be greater. And GT, you're right, because the Deckard is rumored to be right around the corner, or we hope it's right around the corner, and that is supposedly supposed to be a wireless headset. So that would kind of take the place of whatever they're trying to do here. And this is a lot of money, man. This is not cheap.
How much was the Index, the Vive version of what this was? Do you remember?
Yeah, that was like, I think that was like $350, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's just bad timing. Maybe a year ago, it would make more sense to talk about it. But did you say like it's 3 years after the launch?
3 years, yeah. I mean, like I said, and Valve has they've been talking about it since 2019.
In VR tech, man, like things are shifting so fast in VR. That's why I'm bought an Index now. I'm kind of like, we're on the verge of new stuff. We're like over halfway through the year. We've got PSVR 2 possibly coming out within the next 6 months. You know, I've no doubt that at the time Quest Meta will drop something around the time. I can see all that happening. You know,
Yeah, this is going to be Todd. Is there Kickstarter up? Are you looking at it? Is that where you were looking at it, or no? Or they're about to start it?
I just read through the article, but I think they're about to start.
Yeah, there's no
sign up to be notified for Kickstarter, but it hasn't started.
Yeah, because I don't see any set prices here. They're just saying it expects it's going to be around $450, and then it looks like the campaign's not going to launch until 2023 in springtime of 2023. So timing-wise, it's just weird. Yeah.
Oh, you got some people over on your Facebook joining in.
Yeah, what is going on, everybody? We've got Denise Detlaf. I love Denise Detlaf. She's so good.
I know. That's one of my
We're
other.
in Chinatown D. Got to get together.
Oh, that's the real me. That's the real me. Real D.
And Glenna Consulier is over there. Glenna says that's a
Facebook.
lot of money. It is a lot of money. But, yeah, I mean, it's not something I would definitely not look to do. I mean, I actually do not mind the wire. I play wired all the time. Anytime I'm streaming, even if I'm using my Quest, I could play wirelessly, but I really always play wired. Just because if I'm streaming or if I'm recording, I prefer not to have any issues. and it's just easier for me to play wired. So I just
and with their campaign, it actually claims that it's going to ship Q1 2023, not just start the campaign. So they're expecting to launch Kickstarter and create this thing in like 3 months.
That is odd.
That's not going to happen.
That is odd. Mash Mama Cool has entered the chat. What is up, Stephanie Masher? Thanks for coming by and saying hi.
Mrs. Mash.
Yeah, she's awesome. She took the kids out of here so I could do the show. Z Storm Games just stopped in. He says Laugh Out Loud won't launch until the end of summer 2023. Sorry, that's a dead project, most likely.
Yeah.
About the word mash.
Yeah.
Like mash. Is this like, is it smooth mash or is it lumpy mash? Like what? So mash
Nobody
you talking?
Either way,
nobody likes lumpy
potato.
Nobody likes lumpy.
Either way, he's a
Nobody
potato.
likes
I don't mind lumpy mash.
Really? You want like chunks?
They're like little bits of potato. As long as I
Garlic
actually
lumpy
hate
mash is
smooth
good.
mashed potato.
Really?
I hate it. Yeah, like is it when I went to New York and stuff? You see, is it creamed potato they call it or something, which is like mash. I'm assuming. I couldn't think of anything worse.
It's like bacon.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't like mac and cheese, and I don't like mashed potato.
You don't like mac and cheese?
No, not really.
Wow.
But then BMF says to me all the time, he's like, I haven't had real mac and cheese, so.
You probably have.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. What is real mac and cheese? It's macaroni with cheese. So
I'm assuming he means American. I'm assuming. You need to eat American. I'm like, okay.
Onikaze says I need to team up with somebody whose call sign is Banger.
Bangers and mash.
You do! That is wicked.
Bangers
I
and
love
mash.
that.
That's funny.
Bangers and mash.
I'll change
you
my
could do
name.
a whole podcast. Change the lot, mate. Fucking throw it all in the bin. Start again.
Change my name.
Want a
We're
big
gonna have
sausage
bangers
and a
mash.
pile of mash. It's like the fucking thing. Oh, that'd be great.
Oh,
Bangers and mash.
oh man, Todd, can you change your name for me?
Yeah, that's totally awesome. I'm making shirts next
Todd
week.
Banger. Todd Banger.
Banger.
That's great.
It's a banger, bro. It's such a banger.
That's so good.
Oh man, too funny. Sim is here, and Wolveraza stopped in. What's up, Wolveraza? Sim says Todd's camera is wild to look at, just an explosion of colors.
Every once in a while, it totally glitches out.
Yeah, Todd is an explosion of colors. Guys, let's talk about a game that dropped this week. Let's talk a little bit about Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone dropped on Quest 2 this week, and D, you were in early testing for Twilight
It was
Zone.
like
so you had
months ago. I tested
Yeah.
one of the episodes.
Yeah, and it finally hit this week, and everybody had a chance to play it. And I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised with this game. I didn't know what to think. I was a little bit nervous of it, and when they launched their last trailer for it, and they showed some of the gameplay, I really got more excited for it because it looked like it was a more action orientated than just maybe like a simple walking simulator or walking horror game. So I really got excited for it, and then I got it, and I was actually pretty pleasantly surprised. I thought it was pretty good. D, what did you think about the process of playing early and playing and seeing what it was at the finished process?
You know, it definitely, I did have some issues early on, but that was, like I said, that was months ago. But overall experience with it from then until now, it's a good game. Good combination of not just like scary, but mystery, you know, that spookiness of Twilight Zone with the scary with a little gun into it.
Yeah.
So it was kind of cool.
Yeah. I thought it was good. GT, how about you? I know you did you create any content for it yet? I know you didn't have early access to it, but did you get a chance to do anything yet, or did you get? I know you played it though, right?
Well, I wouldn't call it
You
content.
see,
Yeah.
You see,
You
I
see.
played it for a little while. No, I did play it, and
I gotta get that recorded of you doing Bill Cosby. I think
there's
it's so
no,
good.
please don't.
It's
There's
so good, dude. You do it so good.
There's basically there's a glitch with a quest at the moment. I don't know what it is, but it's not just me. Recordings have no sound. So and the trigger is if you press record, say you start a game and you press record before it comes up with allow microphone. A whole hour had no sound, but that wasn't the same video either. I actually stopped it every 15 minutes, kind of thing, and done 5 videos of 15 minutes. None of them had sound, and I was like, fuck's sake, because I didn't get early access, and I'd already put out a bloody comment saying I was going to do something for it.
Right.
So in the end, I just sat down and done a little video and just said what I thought of what I played, which was the first chapter going into the second, and I enjoyed it. As I said, it isn't going to visually amaze anyone. The intro is very good. I thought the intro was really good, like with the quest menu and the door and the eyeball. I loved all that, and it was really good fun because, as we're probably going to talk about, it records your voice, and yourself hunts you down. And
I love that.
I'm not just saying my video would have been good, but it would have been good because I didn't know that, and I called myself G to the motherfucking T, and like, so my guy's walking around going G to the motherfucking T, I will find you, and shit like that, and it was funny. It was really funny, and
man.
I was really gutted when this didn't come out.
So you didn't even get your own audio. So it wasn't like you got a game audio. You didn't get your own audio either.
Oh no, my yeah, you could listen to me just going
couldn't hear
laughing, but that was about
maybe
it.
that would just be funny enough.
Too bad.
Could have been funny. I think people would have gone like, "What the hell is this?" It's just, but it wouldn't have done the game justice, really. I'm not saying, as I said, it's not. It's definitely better than what I thought. And the reason I wanted to say something about it initially is because there's like been a thing of where Fun Train, who are the publishers, are the ones in charge of the keys, and they didn't give a lot of people early access. I don't know if they gave you guys early access at all, or.
Well, here's the deal. So I got early access to it through Virtual Strangers, who do have a very good relationship with Fun Train because they were very favorable to the PC version of Tarzan, which I thought was accurate because the PC version of Tarzan was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have a relationship with Fun Train from the Quest version of Tarzan, and I killed it. Now, I killed it to the point where I tried to give them their keys back. They wanted to do a giveaway in the group. They gave me 5 keys, and I said, guys, I can't do this review. I'm going to give you your keys back because if I do the review, I'm going to kill this game. It's unplayable, dude. And they said, just don't do the review. Just give the keys away. So I just gave the keys away and said, here's keys to this game. I didn't say anything about it. So I kind of had a bad relationship, but not really because I didn't go out of my way to kill them. But the people that did give their honest opinion of a shitty game that you oversaw and you should have known better, Fun Train, don't hold that against people, okay? Because that is bullshit. And again, they didn't do this to me. They did it to other people. But if this is the case and this is real, you should be ashamed of yourselves, Fun Train.
It's definitely real. It's definitely real. The developer even DM'd me later on after my video went up.
Oh, really?
And he said he had he said he had nothing to do with it. He wants to work with me for upcoming games. So yeah, he was just like, we had no control. We didn't know it was happening. Because at the same time, obviously, you've got people out there who probably don't like me, who think, oh, he's just being an arse. Oh, the worst, it's weird, but I'm not. I didn't trash Twilight at all. But people are like, oh, you're being shitty because you didn't get a free game, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just. It just helps me make like that. That hour I lost, I would have had time to make another video properly. That's all it's done. It's just put me under pressure. It's not. Or just made things harder. So that's all it was. But as far as I know, there wasn't many channels. I mean, someone said all channels over 1,000 subs or some bullshit didn't get a key. Now that can't be true. I think personally they handpicked who they didn't want. That's what I think.
Yeah. Well, that wouldn't make any sense though. Why would you not want any big channel to get your key, especially if you think your game is good?
Yeah. Right.
You know,
that's a terrible idea.
Why would? I mean, the game is good. People like the game. I haven't seen anybody really kill it. So
I don't know anyone who's killed it. No.
Why would you want to give it to anybody that's under 1,000? You'd prefer to give it to people who are going to get the most views and the most eyeballs on the game.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense to me. But again, anyway, I mean, Fun Train is the thing about what they're doing. I'm a fan of Fun Train. I think they've done good things in the past. They have a good record of what they're doing. They did a bad job publishing Tarzan. They didn't make Tarzan, okay? They published it. They had another developer make it. But you're the publisher.
Yeah.
You are the final say between what goes out and what goes in. Because you know what? I'm telling you right now, the publishers who puts the builds in. I know. Okay? Publishers put the build in. They know what the build is before it goes in. So they approved it. So if somebody at FunTrain said, yeah, okay, let's put this game out there. So you were responsible in the end. You put your name on it as a publisher. You were going to be responsible for it. So you have to take that. And
that's what I was going to say. The other thing that was said was, like, say, for example, I didn't get access. So that's why I would give it a bad review this time. Yeah. So I didn't get Twilight early. And I'm like, well, fuck them. I'm going to tell them everyone their game's bad. But that's not true. Because like you, Mash, as well, and other people, like when you know developers and stuff, you know there's a lot of people's, this is their livelihood. You know?
Right.
However much weight you put on someone's opinion, like most of the time with reviews, there's not many. I don't really watch much YouTube channels for reviews, but there's some games where I'm thinking like now, especially with like PS5 games and stuff, they're like £70 over here. So you're like £70. I would like to know, is the game half decent or not? You know,
right.
And I don't know. Twilight Zone's okay, and it was. And whether they give it to me early or late, I'm still going to say how it is, how I find it, regardless. It's not going to change anything.
Right.
Just
right.
You know.
It was a weird move by FunTrain. I think it's something hopefully they'll learn from, and because again, I think they're a good game publisher and developer, and I think they have promise. And I'm looking forward to what they decide to do next. I just hope that they learn from this, because this is a bad light to a game that people should want to play. I think they came in with the right price at $19.99. I think is a really good price for what it is. I think there's room here to grow with this game and do downloadable content and get more stuff in here. But you know what? You don't want anybody coming away from this with a bad taste in their mouth because of some decisions they made. And the VR community is still a small community, guys. And if you piss off a lot of people, that's not going to be good for you. So
I don't think I know any content creator though that would purposely trash a game because they didn't get a key. That's pretty petty.
That is really petty. So Sim in the chat said a good point. He said maybe some smaller channels would be scared of burning bridges by giving bad reviews. I would flip that over in another way, that depending on where you are and how long you've been in VR and how excited you are, can definitely change opinions. Like, for example, a game what was one of the first games that I made a video on, and now I probably wouldn't even play it. I can't remember. It was like a horror game. It's actually very broken, and all sorts of things. But I was excited to share it and talk about it, and I enjoyed it. You know, at the time, I wasn't necessarily looking at it from a technical perspective, or even from anyone else's perspective, because that takes time. You know, to realise that your opinion is. Well, it's just experience. I think the more experience you have, the better you are at this stuff. So yeah, like maybe a smaller channel is just a little bit lesser experience and just generally excited just to be in VR, just to be there. You know, like, wow, this is amazing. It might be terrible and jank, but you're just excited. So I don't know. Maybe
I think there's a way though you can honestly about a game that you don't like without completely shitting on the company that put out the game. Like, there's nothing wrong with saying, I don't like this. I don't like this. The graphics look good. This looks good. I don't like this. Like, if anyone's you're in the wrong business.
Yes, absolutely. And Survios, for what I did to them on the Walking Dead Onslaught, and I hated myself for that video. I remember watching it back and editing it, and I'm thinking, I'm just going to stick to my guns. I've just got to be me, do this. And, you know, they still sent me, like, Onslaught limited edition merch. Like, they sent me all the Walking Dead on Blu-ray. They sent me, like, this flask. They sent me all this stuff. And I'm just like, wow, I didn't really deserve this. And they're still communicating with me now to this day. Because that one game in comparison to that other 9, I've enjoyed. So, you know.
I mean, when you're a game company like that, if you put out a lot of games, most likely you're going to have a game that's not great. That's just...
That's
the
what I
odds
think.
are you're going to have that.
Exactly.
And Survios has had that. And they've had a few games that have been like, That's why I'm a little bit nervous about them making this Aliens game that we'll talk about in a minute. I kind of wish it was somebody else making it. But, I mean, Survios does have a good track record. They have a lot of good games. Just their recent stuff has been a little iffy for me. But they deserved it. They did that to themselves with that game. I mean, they really, really did a bad job with that game. And I remember when you made that video, and I remember watching it and saying, because I was one of the people. I had that. That was early on for me, and I was going to buy that game because I knew I wasn't going to get access to it yet because we were still a young channel, and I had it on. I think I had pre-ordered it, and I actually canceled my pre-order right after your video. But
I didn't realize the impact of it. To be fair, at the time.
But GT, you have to agree that those things are fair because you're out there to do those things. If I go to you or anybody else or somebody comes to my channel for an opinion and I don't give them the proper opinion and then they go buy a $40 game that sucks, then you're doing a disservice to your community.
It's horrible though, really. You know, I mean, yeah, I know, but it's horrible because you don't.
Bad doing
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I started a YouTube channel to be reviewing games. I just wanted to share my passion for it, and then slowly people are like, "What do you think of this? What do you think of this? What do you use for this?" And then suddenly you're like, giving opinions on games, and it just rolls into a. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to record everything and make a video. It just naturally progresses over like 6 years or whatever it is. So
it's kind of the way it happens because when you get a dearth of games, when you get a large amount of games, people don't know what to buy. They have no idea what to buy, and they have limited funds. So they want to know if their purchase is going to make sense, and then they go to somebody they trust. And you hope, and I'm glad that they can have people out there they can trust. And if that means that we have to give them honest, hard opinions, I mean, God, how many times have I shit on games and like gone to town on games? I'm not saying I would never go back and play any of those games that those guys make. Just that game was bad. And the good ones, the good developers who know what they're doing, they take that as good criticism and they work harder. Like, I've killed Joyway. They still contact me to come out and test for them, and I'll still go test for them because you know what? I want them to succeed in the end. And they want my channel to succeed, and they, so they're trying to help me still. So, the good ones will work together to try and get through these things. And we're just giving honest opinions. No, I don't think any of us go out and intentionally trying to hurt anybody.
I don't think so.
I hope not.
Yeah,
the
Joy
one
Way
thing you
in
gotta
particular.
do, I mean, I don't create the content, but me being on this side, watching UGT, watching these other channels, honesty is what I want when I see stuff like this.
Yeah, it's just I don't think that it's a hardcore thing. That's the thing. VR, it doesn't. You don't necessarily get the rewards for honesty on YouTube at the moment. There is a thing where at the moment the general, maybe younger viewers or whatever, just want to have a laugh. They want to have a good time. They don't necessarily care about reviews. I've only had a few reviews really, really do well, So it's just one of those. You're like, is it worth my time doing reviews? It's crazy. It's a crazy thing to be in at the moment.
It is, and we had talked early on, myself and Todd, because we had a ton of developers coming to us early on wanting to advertise in the group and put games and keys out there, and we said, what do we do when we get a bad game? You know what I mean? Do we put stuff out there or do we just not cover it? And that was a big question. I think it's still a question. Do you just say, look, I'm not going to cover your game, or do you still go out there and put out a harsh review? And I think that is something that I think a lot of people still struggle with, and we do still struggle now today because Go ahead.
It's difficult because we'll get developers that will come to us and they'll say, here's 2 or 3 review keys. And here's 5 keys to give away to your community. Let us know what you do. The review, the game is terrible, and now what do we do with these 8 keys that we have?
Yeah.
You make a review video on YouTube and say, "Oh my God, don't buy this piece of shit." But here's 5 keys for the people who comment at the bottom.
Hey, don't go buy it, but I'll give you 8 games. I'll give you 8 keys to this piece of shit. I don't know. It's tough. I still struggle with it. GT, what about you? Do you ever think of maybe I'll just not review it at all? Or do you always just go, I'm going to review it and put whatever?
So, good thing is, hand on heart, I just haven't had the time to do review videos. But what I've always tried to do is not shy away from the problems in games I come across. Like when I played Formula 1, the thing is, I don't expect anyone to watch my whole videos through to the end. Otherwise, they'd see a fucking lot of retro music, which only a few people come across. They're like, dude, I love your outros. And I'm like, yeah, I just love putting in different music from games I've played. But normally at the end, I will summarize what I've done or just leave it in there anyway. Like Formula 2022 ended on a crash. The game just fucking froze and crashed. And I'm like, this is something I've been coming across. It's not, I'm hiding it. And yet people will probably watch the first 5 minutes and go, dude, how did you get the game running like that? It's shit. It don't run properly. You're making it look like it runs well. And I'm like, fuck, what do you say? How do you
Right.
get around this stuff? You know, I'd have to just make a. I don't know. It's tough. Reviews are heavy, and they're a lot of work. Resident Evil 4, I reckon, took me at least 38 to 40 hours to make that review. That one review. Blade and Sorcery is probably around 30 hours. But I'm exceptionally proud of those ones. Like Resident Evil 4 is probably my favourite review video I ever made. I really enjoyed doing that one. But yeah, unless I went full time with this, I can't do it. I can't. Not to the standard I want. So I've literally decided that I'm just going to talk. Like I did the other day. People seem appreciative of that. If I just tell them what I feel without making it all look lovely, then that's what I'll have to do. What about you? Like you going to do actual proper edited review videos, or do you save it for a podcast like Alex was saying? Like podcasts are pretty good for this stuff, really.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Thankfully, we have a lot of, I have a lot of avenues, between Virtual Strangers, Strangers of the Night, which is, Strangers of the Night is basically just a game review show. That's one of the reasons I love doing that show. I mean, the Sunday show for Western Roots is extremely news-based. They don't talk a ton about games themselves. They talk about the news and what's going on topical. But the Wednesday show is when we really get to deep dive into games, and I really get to give my opinions there. And then we still do it on Thursdays, too. And we still have this show to do it on, so I can get my opinions out there without having to cover every game. But it's the same way, especially now with doing the new job, and I don't have time to cover every game, and I don't want to. Like Kayak VR,
it just takes so much time to make these reviews and edit them for hours and hours.
Yeah,
I don't want to make the same review that everybody else is doing. I was talking to Z-Storm about this on Thursday, and I'm like, Ruins Magus, great game. Everybody made a freaking video about Ruins Magus, and I did record stuff, but by the time I got it all recorded and looked at it, and then I looked at I could tell that everybody was going to make a video, and I'm just like, I just don't. I'm in a weird spot right now. I'm like having a block with videos where I just don't want to put out the same fucking content that everybody else is doing on way bigger channels.
Everybody else.
And I'm like, what am I doing? You know what I mean?
Do you know what? I get that, and I've had that, and I feel that, and there's almost like a smart move in saying, do you know what? Everyone else is doing this video. I'm going to do something else. Yeah, like I'm going to do something else, and maybe more people will watch that because it's different. But just do what you want to do. If you want to cover Ruins Magus because you like it or because you don't like it, that's the decision. That's literally. I've been, as I said, I've been doing this 6 years, and if I get an embargo for a game, I know that every other fucker's got the same embargo. Yeah, and the larger I get, I guess, the more channels I see in the chat, the more channels that I follow back and see. I know that my video is going to be like in content. What's my competitors? Probably my competitors are maybe Beardo, because we're like similar size, I guess, even though he's getting bigger now. BMS huge, really. I mean, he's not really a competitor of mine. He's massive. But in the general thing of the VR space, everyone's in competition. Really, everyone is in competition. Everyone's trying to get a slice of that pie.
Sure.
And there's not the community or the users necessarily in there to support it. But when you get really big channels like Mike, for example, he's got people on there. I don't know if you've ever gone through his comments. Some of them don't even own headsets.
Yeah.
They're just like, I really want to get a headset. I watch your videos and I don't own a VR headset. Like they just, because if you go through his back catalog, he's getting lots of views from old videos that might be him doing that Walk the Plank game in the street, or he's done a review of the Quest 2. And they've just watched that the day before, and then suddenly the next recommended video is a review he's made. So there's all these things come into it. So all I'd say is, don't necessarily think about what other people are doing. Look at your plate. What do you want to put on that plate to show people? And just do that.
Yeah, I think it's good advice too, because there's just stuff that I know that I want to play, and I think in the end, I think we were talking about with Z-Storm is you can burn yourself out especially if you're not having fun with it anymore too. And if I'm just doing videos because I think I need to do them, or Todd's doing the same thing, it's too much, And
we talked to Soul Fox a week and a half ago, and it was like he just puts out the stuff he wants. Like he's heavy into Rec Room, heavy into Township Tale, and I'm not interested. I want to do a 20-part documentary on Township Tale or whatever, because that's what he likes to do. And he's got
Soul Fox as well.
Right? He's awesome.
See, Soul Fox, to me, he does. One thing you'll see as well in your channels, I was just thinking, because someone's just put Jay Brett as a competitor. Now, actually, on my channel, he's not at all. If you go to the top 15 channels that you guys watch in comparison to me, he's not even there. And that's not because of size. That's because his viewers aren't my viewers. Right. Then they might not resonate with him and not me, vice versa. You know, that's the thing. We're all personalities. We're all different people. You know, you're looking at them and going like, do I like this guy? Do I trust this guy? Do I understand? Is he being real? Maybe people don't care about any of that. They just want to be entertained. So many different things. You know, I've met Jay Bratt. He's a lovely guy. But if you go through my 15 channels, I think we have, is it 15 YouTube to show you? That's when you know who your competitors are.
Right.
Because they're the channels that other people watch on your channel.
Right, yeah. Because it will.
If you care about it.
Yeah, YouTube will show you like what your watchers are also, what your people that are watching are also watching. And then they'll give you like I think it's your top 15 or so. Which is a good thing to look at because it's a good idea to get an idea of who you're looking at. And Jay does a lot of like review stuff, like product review stuff, though. It's really not even the same, you know.
Exactly.
Like he used to do a lot of gameplays, but geez, all he does now is like product review. So it's a little bit different of a channel from anybody.
So I was going to say about Soul Fox as well. I don't know anyone who does, not even BMF. Soul Fox does so many sponsored videos. Like he's now full time, so. And this isn't bad. He can do whatever he likes. You know, if he actually wants to just play a game and have fun with it and get paid for it,
right?
That means he's then kind of not done what I've done. I would go, right, this game is coming out this week. I know people want to see it. I want to see it. I'm going to do that. And sometimes I then go, right, I can't do that particular other paid thing. I don't necessarily do this for money in that way. But because this is living, he has to make that choice. That video is like now worth $500 to make. Or do I cover the embargo game that I could cover at a later date because I know everyone else is covering it anyway? So it's like, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's something you always have to like kind of fight back and forth with, but I think is extremely interesting, and it's weird how you get into your channel, and these are the things you have to start thinking about. You know what I mean? You just think you can just get in there and just start making content and just do what you want to do, and everything's fine. But especially when you're not full time, you know, when you have to. There's so many other things going on in everybody's life, and if you're not doing this full time, and you want to make sure it's good content too, you don't want to put shit out there. I mean, we could all just do quick videos and put shit out there where it's garbage. And
so, how many, like for example, how many YouTube channels before you did your YouTube channel did you watch?
I had quite a few. Man. I probably had maybe a dozen or so that I watched.
Yeah, maybe
right around there.
Yeah. What about you, D?
But I consume a lot, so maybe not normal.
Since I got into this whole world here, like I've canceled Netflix, I've canceled all 95% of my TV subscriptions, and it's all like YouTube content and gaming and
yeah. I love it.
We had a $3 super chat from I'm sorry, just want to
Hussein.
$3 super chat from some Hussein X said, "Thanks for the great show, loving the deep discussion." And
we're going to move on to games in a second. Definitely, we're going to.
Yeah, we didn't even realize we were going to get this far into it, but it is cool though. I mean, it is a cool discussion, and I think people do like to hear about some of the background things that go into doing YouTube stuff, and that we're now just starting to get like a good idea of what's going on. It's cool to see. And GT, you've been doing this for so long. I mean, you've been through the swings and the ups and downs, and I know you've had your ups and downs because I know I've seen you like really have it, you know, like the point where you were down a few times, you know what I mean? Like I remember messaging you a few times saying, "Man, you're doing such a good job. Just keep going, whatever you're doing." And
thank you. Yeah, people do. I'm very lucky.
It goes in waves, right? It goes in waves, and you know, like I saw PD the other yesterday on Between Realities.
Yeah, great show.
It was a good show, man.
Dude,
at one point he was talking about his daughter, and I'm just like, dude, I love this guy. I just love this guy. I mean, his story keeps getting better and better and better. And but what I was bringing him up was he was saying, he's like, my channel is just blown up right now. He's like, I got 100. He's like, I got 100 subs yesterday. He's like, because I see the tracker, and he's like, I got 100 new subs yesterday. I mean, that's when you see those things happen, it feels really, really good.
It's so rewarding, really, right?
Yeah. But then there's the downside when you're putting videos out and you think are great. You think you put a ton of work into a video and you think it's going to be great, and then nobody watches, or you get people commenting on it to hate it. You know?
It's so easy. It's a very. I think Reese the King, Benjo, BMF, Mike. They're the people that I've spoken to on the phone directly, and tried to be there as like someone who's helped them because at times it gets really hard. Even Mateo, we had a little chat once. I jumped into a game. It was like this game where you hid behind walls and shot each other. I can't remember what it was called now, Tower or something.
Oh yeah, Tower Tag.
Tower Tag, yeah, it was really quite good actually.
It was good.
I remember joining him for a game, and he was just like, suddenly he just spilled out this stuff to me. He was like, I thought I had it. I thought I was going to like blow up, because one of his videos had done like a lot of views, and he was so excited. So what he done was, I think, was basically exactly the same kind of video the next time, and it did trash. It was just like, or not trash, just standard. It was a standard video. He made 500, 300,000, 500 views, 1,000 views, whatever it was for him at the time. And I was like, YouTube is so good at making you feel good so infrequently.
Yeah, right.
As you can,
and make you feel like shit.
Yeah, so like basically,
Raise you up, slam it.
Yeah, it can do that. It can do that. And the worst thing is the analytics are the worst thing. You know, you'll get, the worst thing you can ever do is have one big hit. Because if you have one big hit, everything else under that is shit. Right. And you can try your best to try and replicate it. There's no telling how and why sometimes things happen and trying to control it. I'm not saying you can't master a craft, you know, or even craft an audience. I've seen people do that, you know. Suddenly channels go, Hitman done really well. What am I going to do? I'm just going to keep making hit. I actually study channels for that. My channel is a fucking nightmare because it is variety. It's the worst thing you can really do, actually. Variety and opinions. I guess that's what we are, aren't we? Variety and opinion channels.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. And I'm not Angry Joe. I don't, as he's known as, like, oh, I'm so fucking angry. And actually, if you watch him, he's not. He's actually quite fair, I think, and his opinions. But he's got a persona of being quite harsh. But he's just being real, in my opinion. They're hardcore channels in some ways. They're hardcore only channels. They're not delivering a laugh a minute, you know. And as some channels that do really well go, Hitman done really well, I'm just going to keep doing Hitman, dude. And then they're like, I'm fucking sick of doing Hitman. So they try and have a video and it does really badly. So they go, I'm going to have to keep doing Hitman, you know. And then YouTube is controlling you, and you don't want to ever get in that situation because I think it was Rick from After the Fall. They basically hired a place for us to go and play new content for After the Fall. We had a drink, we had food, and he was, I might misquote, I think he was either EA or Activision he worked for before, and he said the amount of channels that were Call of Duty channels and end up being Fortnite channels. Oh, really? And they fucking hated it because they were playing Call of Duty because they loved it. But then they were like, Fortnite's out. I got to play Fortnite. It's the new game. Suddenly, it's like hundreds of thousands of views, and they're like, I'm just going to keep doing this. And sure enough, it must be an amazing. It's the views that are the buzz. The game might be fun, but it's the views that are the buzz. And then when that goes, all you're left with is basically being a slave to an algorithm, and then you quit.
Right. And that's one thing you don't want to get into, man. I don't want to get into covering games because I think we have to for an audience. I want to cover what we want to cover. I mean, you want to cover what you think your audience would want to see, but in the end, if you hate what you're doing, what the hell are we doing this for? You know what I mean?
That is literally the post on my Twitter at the moment of some guy, and he's getting some shit for it, you know. And he's like, oh, he basically called me I think he called me a fucking something or other. He called me a name because when you have a YouTube channel, it basically people think they can, and they can tell you what to do. Yeah, they don't like this. They like this. They want this, and that's great. Something can be great feedback. But this guy was like, he didn't watch my Twilight Zone video, but he said I trashed it, and then he said also you're mad because you didn't like Thief either, but I think it's really good. What you need to do is make videos for your viewers. What's the point of having a YouTube channel for your own content or something like that? Basically saying that my channel, my YouTube channel should be about what everyone else wants. And I was just like, there's so much wrong with this like comment. And I put it out there, and suddenly people were joining in saying to him, like, some people might agree with him, but some people were saying, yeah, that's not really right, dude. You shouldn't write things like that. You know, that opinion's wrong. Then he wrote to me again and was like, look what you've done. You've highlighted my comment on your social media, and that's wrong. And I went, well, welcome to my fucking world. Like, every time I do something,
bro.
Well, it's not just that. That's like having a YouTube channel. You've put yourself out there. You've made something, and someone will come along and go, "This is rubbish. Yeah, that's bad. Don't do that. Do this." It happens all the time. I'll probably get 99 comments a day. And to be fair, I try and respond to the most up to date ones, because otherwise, you're just gonna drive you crazy, dude. And yeah, this one guy experienced that for 5 minutes, and he was just like, went mental.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think I told Todd early on. I said, we know we finally made it when we start getting thumbs down in our videos.
and then they took that option away for you.
Now it's
YouTube
gone.
took it.
Yeah, now they can't do that.
No dislikes.
Oh man, when everybody's loving what you're doing, you're not doing something right. When you know you made it, when some people are starting to shit all over you.
I'm really excited to talk about the new Aliens, though. Really.
Yeah,
and that's what we're going to get into next. And thank you guys for sitting through that. I think it was really
sorry.
I think everybody was.
People quite
really,
enjoyed
really
it. I've
into
been,
so.
Keeping along with the chat and everything. Chat loved it. They're loving it, man.
Yeah, Traveling Man had a great statement too, and he said this is the natural flow of conversation between friends. I like it. That's what this show is all about.
It's kind of what this show's about. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what we want to talk about. And this is our show, so we can talk about it.
So yeah, I keep hitting these.
But let's talk about Survios real quick.
Pissing me off.
Let's talk about Survios real quick, because Survios did announce the other day, or you know what? GT calls it Survios. Am I wrong or are you wrong? How is it? Is it Survios or is it Survios?
Just type it in speech to chat and see what happens. I don't know.
Yeah, because I could be saying it wrong this entire time.
Andy?
I think it's Survios.
What do I say?
You call it Survios?
Survios, do I? I think it might actually. I watched my own review the other day to see if I still agree with it, and I think it is. So I think I say both most of the time to cover both, Survios or Survios. I'm not sure.
Well,
I'm bloody confused.
I thought I was saying it right, but then I looked at how it's spelled, and I'm like, I think GT's right, because it looks like Survios.
Yeah, I would say Survios now. Yeah, I would.
So yeah.
So
if anybody knows out in the chat, let us know. But anyway, the news for this is Survios is working on a brand new
the game.
Working on a brand new Aliens game for VR, as well as traditional flat games and console games and PC games. And this looks pretty cool. So basically what they're saying is they're embarking on a new collaboration with 20th Century Games to develop an intense single-player action horror game set in the iconic Aliens universe. The studio posted to its website that the new Aliens game will feature an original storyline set between the original Alien and Aliens films, which is my favorite two films in the series. That timeline is super good. Where a battle-hardened veteran has a vendetta against the xenomorphs. The game will take full advantage of Survios' expertise in creating immersive and authentic gaming experience, and is being developed for PC, console, and VR. It's being built in the Unreal 5 engine, which is going to be fucking amazing.
Gorgeous.
And that they're keeping a lid on it until the San Diego Comic-Con panel on July 21st. Why am I not going to this now?
Next week.
I don't know.
Now I'm like,
it's 5 days away.
I know. I'm going to be in Canada next week, actually, for a VRTO, which is another virtual reality conference. So it sucks, man. I know now I want to be in San Diego. Survios, of course, is the studio behind other VR titles like Raw Data, great game. Electronauts, great game. Sprint Vector, great game.
Love Sprint Vector. I was actually describing Sprint Vector to Benjo, and he didn't believe me that game even existed. And I was like,
has he never played it?
No, I don't. I mean, I know he's done
Benjo.
VR for a long time, but I'm not sure how long. You know.
You live in VR, bro.
I think he was definitely more flat gamer, dabbled in VR, right? And then VR was like the thing that works. So he's like pushed that loads.
I love that Benjo still likes the flat game, and he's like, fuck it.
I watched him playing that one. What's the one where you gotta take the pictures? Yes.
Madison.
Madison. Oh my god, that thing.
I haven't played that.
So good. Yeah, I love because he's like, sometimes he's like, fuck, I just want to play what I want to play, and I want to play some flat games. So we're gonna go play some flat games, man.
That's it, man.
And people still go watch him, and he's awesome. I watched him play Ghostwire Tokyo because I wanted to see how good that game was, so I watched it, man. So I mean,
Yeah.
good on
I'm looking
him.
forward to the Callisto Protocol. That's the next one I'll be
I'm
streaming
playing that.
flat.
I'm playing the
Wait for
shit
that.
out of that.
That
Yeah,
looks.
for sure.
I'm definitely streaming that bad.
As
Oh,
much
yeah.
as I don't like scary, like that game looks too good for me not to be
Yeah.
scared playing it. You know,
Yeah. I love Sprint Vector, the Academy of Language Therapy and something
that.
life. I loved Sprint Vector back in the day. It's like Mario Kart on skates for me.
Oh yeah.
Personally.
That
But I
game
mean,
would
this
get
is a
you
long time
moving,
ago.
too, man. You have to to really get fast in that game, man. You have to get it moving.
That's how I remember. I remember reviewing that. I remember doing the first impressions on it, and I had to stay up till 1 a.m. here. That's how hardcore I
jeez.
was trying to get my channel to grow. It was like, I need to be first on this.
Yeah. And then they also
Decepticon,
they also did Creed, and they did the Westworld game, which was
Yes.
really, really good.
Yes.
And then came Walking Dead Onslaught, and then they did Battle Wake, and then they did
Is this correct order?
Puzzle Bobble. I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
I'm just reading the article here. Doesn't seem like it's correct order to me, but
Maybe it's on their website.
I know
I'm
the
not sure
last.
of the
I think the
order.
last game they did was Puzzle Bobble. But
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with that one.
That is
just
yeah,
odd
I
for
agree.
me. But Battle Wake was not good. It was a very boring game. And then Westworld, I think, to me, was probably the last good game that they did.
Yeah, Onakazi says Battle Wake was before Westworld.
I actually really enjoyed Battle Wake, but it was another one that I just enjoyed it because I played it with friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't really play it on my
It's
own.
on-
I never even thought about playing it on my own.
it was just
It's
boring
on,
for me. Like I didn't play it with anybody. I played it just to test it out.
Oh, I didn't know. Creed is actually a flat game as well. Creed Champions. So it's in
Yeah.
order on their website, I think. It's Raw Data, Sprint Vector, Electronauts, Creed, Westworld. No, it can't be right. Is Westworld one of the older ones? Battle Wake, Walking Dead, then Creed Champions, then Puzzle Bobble.
Yeah.
Maybe it is that. Maybe it is right.
Yeah, Creed Champions. They didn't. That was like a big thing because they didn't make it into a VR game. It was just a flat game. Everybody was
flat.
Which is crazy because I'm so
Seriously.
sure that unless it was quite an easy port for them, I don't know. But Creed, I think, is still in the top 10 of selling on Quest.
It's a good game. It's a really good game. I mean, people always point to Thrill of the Fight as a better VR fighter game, which it might be a boxing game, but I think Creed's done pretty well.
Look at Raw
Story-wise, I think
Data, though.
Creed's better.
Raw Data is really good too.
So good back in the day.
I'd like to see
Love
Raw
that
Data, another Raw Data game. That would be cool.
I'm surprised they haven't done a sequel, but then you don't know how much fun they had making it. They might be sick of it. It might be like singing the same song over and over again, if you're a band or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I am happy that they've gone back from Puzzle Bobble and Battle Wake and gotten into a proper game here. I'm hoping they do the Aliens license justice. Please don't give us another Walking Dead Onslaught license game. Give us if they give us more Westworld quality and less Alien or and less Walking Dead quality, I think we'll be good here. And I don't know about you guys. I'm a huge Aliens fan. I love the original Alien. Aliens 2 was really, really good. Then after that, it kind of lost me. But the first two movies, I loved them, man. Aliens, the second movie, is probably one of my top 5 movies, maybe of all time.
I don't know. I like the Aliens versus Predator series. It was good.
Oh, did you really?
I did, yeah. I'm a big Predator fan, though. So.
Yeah. So GT, you were just doing Alien Isolation. You were streaming it today, and I know you've played it earlier too, and that's in VR, and that's a scary ass game, and that was actually a really good VR game.
That is like a mystery to me, that game, because graphically it looks amazing. In VR it looks incredible as well, and I was before I started the stream I was super sampling it to 1.4, 1.5. It looks so crisp, so amazing, the lighting effects, everything. And then I check my my task manager. It's 44%.
Oh, you just got a new card too, didn't you?
I can't use it. I nearly fried my PC.
What?
I got the wrong PSU. I thought when I bought the PC it was a 750 watt PSU. It's not. It's 700.
Oh yeah.
And when you chuck everything else that I'm using all together all at the same time, I was overclocking. the 3080. To which my son went, "Why the hell are you trying to overclock a 3080 Ti? You don't need to." I was like, "I don't know. I just like to overclock because I can."
You
So
want to
yeah,
see what it can do, right?
yeah, so it's running for like 15 minutes. This GPU because you got to run them flat out to make sure the overclocks are stable, and then everything just went dark.
Oh,
And
that's
my
a scary
CPU,
thing, man.
dude, I shit myself. Like the fan was like going beep like this, twitching.
Oh,
The
that's not good.
CPU's like flashing now and
Sneezing up
again,
like-
and I'm thinking, what the? Yeah, I'm thinking, what the fuck have I done? Like, and I waited and it cooled down and it was fine. And then I was like, okay, like I don't know what that was. Spent like 2 hours trying to figure out what it was. Didn't even think of the PSU because, as I said, I thought I had the right thing. Done some tests, seemed fine. Then I got ready to do Kayak VR, and I was going through the graphics settings of that. It's shit in it. Like it was still hitting though 90% at some points.
Wow.
When the sampling's right up, you know, when everything's like 1.5, everything's on epic. It was like 90% using the GPU, and I was about to stream. I was in like a little cave, getting ready. There's like raindrops coming down or whatever, and I'm like, this looks beautiful. 2 minutes till we stream. I'll have a little pad. Went again.
Oh no!
I was like, what the fuck? And that was it. I like cancelled the stream, and it was like a fucking hot clay pizza oven in there in that fucking unit because there was no fans running.
Right,
It's just gone
because the power supply couldn't run the fans.
Yeah, so it's gone from like the hottest it could be to no cooling at all. So I took all the glass off, done everything, and then basically, yeah, I looked into it. It was the PSU all along. So I've got a 1,000-watt PSU, ripped out my PC,
That'll do it.
wires
that's
everywhere.
That's such a pain in the ass taking the PA because I'm running a 750.
Yeah,
So I'm barely with my 3080 Ti. I barely have enough. Like,
Yeah.
So I have a 750 PSU, and but I want to go buy a power supply unit, but I don't want to pull all those wires out, bro. So that's what you're.
it won't
right
fit. It won't fit.
Oh, it won't fit your case. Oh no.
Well, it can, right? But the way this, because it's a pre-built, and I was talking to Mish Seeks. I don't know if she's popped in today. I was chatting to her earlier. She wants to buy a PC. Where my drives are, you got the PSU. Right at the bottom, you got the PSU. Next to it is my SSD and my HD all together. So it's like I can move them, but I don't know where. I don't know where I'm going to put them. I spoke to Mike and he just went sellotape the SSD to the wall, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like,
No.
I don't know. I want it to look pretty decent. So
I'm not gonna sellotape something to the wall.
yeah, it's just take the SSD out, mate.
Fucking Mike.
Slap it on the wall.
Velcro.
He said, if the PSU don't fit, let it hang out the back. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. He went, as long as it works. And I'm like, man, I don't want that. So yeah,
new case. You gonna need a new case?
it probably will be a new case and probably a pretty much new build in a way because I've replaced the only thing that I wouldn't have replaced then is the fucking motherboard. So
yeah, and at that point, you might as well do the motherboard. At that point, future-proof yourself and get the motherboard done.
No, I hate this shit. I fucking hate it. I was shaking when I had all them wires out. Nothing's working. I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking hell. My wife said I look white and just went out. She went, she's like, if I'd have spoke to you, you probably would have got angry. I was just like, this is mental.
Oh, that's
I
too
can't
funny.
wait to start
That's
building
funny.
this rig. I really can't.
I think it'd
Yeah,
be better
so
if
D
you
has
could build
D has
it.
a new rig coming.
Honestly, if you pre-built.
No,
No.
so
No.
we're gonna build one. We're building one for her.
Yeah.
So Roots
That's
bought her
great.
a new case. I'm sending her my 2080 Super. Todd has an i10 or a 10th generation i5 core that he's
i5.
gonna send her. i5 core.
Nice.
So she just needs to go get a PSU and a motherboard.
Got a list of parts I gotta save up for, man, and I'll finally be able to join this whole PC VR world. You guys,
You're gonna love it. You are gonna really
God.
enjoy it. You're really gonna enjoy it.
I'm gonna have to
It's so
take a
cool.
week off work just to cannonball into this.
I just,
Once
just
I
don't
get
really-
it
mean,
set
wait,
up.
I mean, she can go jump into Asgard's Wrath and Stormlight.
Yeah, right.
Half-Life
and,
Alex,
Half-Life
Half-Life
Alex. I mean,
Half-Life Alex.
you know, and in every Quest game that she's ever played, you can go now and
And
play it.
replay it in VR or in
See
PC
what
Oh,
Yeah.
VR.
after
Shadow
the fall,
Gate.
absolutely. After the fall, I am definitely. Oh my god.
Yeah, after the fall from Quest to PC is very cool.
Yeah.
Z-Storm
Sure.
says you better go
Zenith
play the
even.
Forest VR. You got to go play the Forest. Z-Storm
I
just
hated
dropped
that
his
game so
100
much.
days in the Forest.
Yeah, I know he did.
Did you? I know.
I did.
I wonder if
couldn't
you've done
get it at
100
all.
days in the forest VR though, like their calendar or his calendar.
Yeah, no, I think he did 100 days
No,
in
it's
for
there.
his calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 games, days for his
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
That would be cool if he did 100 real-time days. in the forest VR.
I'd fucking
my
hope
God.
some views for that one. Imagine that.
Right?
And then
I'd just be like 100 days. I'd be putting it on and taking it off again. There you goes one day.
and then you put the video out and 20 people watch it. And you're like, oh, thanks.
Brian
100
Brannon
days.
keeps bringing up. I gotta try Phasmo.
I'm not a huge
And
fan
Devour.
of that.
Devour VR is really good fun. Really
I'm gonna
good
need
fun.
everybody to give me a list of where
I'll
I
buy
need
you a game. I'll tell you what. Because I haven't contributed. You tell me what game you want, and I'll get it for you.
No.
Aw,
No,
that's
I want-
super nice.
No, I just said that's what
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
do.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
He
Too many
said
other
we-
women telling me what to do.
That's right. Don't.
No, you won't.
Hey,
I'm
how
like,
dare
come
you?
on.
See, how dare you try and tell GT what to do? You can't tell GT what to do. What are you kidding me?
Come on,
Yeah.
dude. I'm trying not to cry on at least like one episode a week. Come on.
Don't cry. I don't have my button. Don't cry.
Do cry. Do cry.
Oh,
Salty.
make me
Imagine the
cry.
salty moistness.
The salty moistness. Oh my God, I'm
Oh
gonna throw
my
up.
God, dude. Oh,
Your lips moist.
D.
Okay, Phasmophobia.
Imagine the salty
Yay.
moisture. The salty.
Oh God, we gotta stop. Change. What? I'm on a
Salty
tea.
moisture.
Oh man, that is too funny.
Uh,
Guys,
All
let's
right,
talk
we've
a
been-
little. Let's give away a game. Let's give
Yeah,
away.
we've been
Bocce
going an
time.
hour and a
What do you
half
think?
here. We got to give some away.
We need to
So,
talk about this game as well. Did we talk about aliens or not?
We kind of did. We kind of talked about aliens and the game, and hopefully that's going to be a good game, right? Do we have anything else on it? Do we want to say?
I just want to say I'm hyped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're a fan of Aliens, I assume too, right? You're of the
yeah.
series, and yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to hearing more information. I really want to go to the San Diego Comic-Con now, so I can see what the hell they're going to be talking about there. But unfortunately, we'll miss that. We'll miss that one. But yeah, let's give away Bocce Time real quick, and we'll thank you to Deep Dive Interactive for providing us access to Bocce Time and sending us a couple keys to give away. And we had fun. Video will drop tomorrow afternoon if you guys want to check it out. You see me and D in there having fun. I kind of kicked her ass a little bit, but I'm not going to say that. But
there's no video evidence, so no, that did not happen.
there will be.
Not this time around, buddy.
There will be.
Buddy.
No.
Just can
no.
talk about Bocce
But
Time
it is a lot.
while we're running the wheel because I don't have any to spin behind it anyway.
Yeah, no worries. It's a lot of fun, D. Right? It's the visuals look very much like kind of like a walkabout style in there.
Yeah.
The visuals
Similar,
and,
yeah.
but everything plays really well. Looks really nice. It gives you like a little park that you're in, and it has all these different bocce courts that you can go to and play on in there. And there's different types of difficulties, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
not just your normal. I mean, if you want to just go like there's a yard part where it's just looks like a backyard with a grill, and you just want to throw the ball out there and do the bocce right there. You can do that, but you actually
Yep.
have bocce courts. You have these like bocce courts with a ramp that you have to go through, and they're like obstacles. So it makes it more challenging, and it gives you lots to do in there. But it's really cool. Check out the video tomorrow, guys. And we're giving away a game here, but we're also giving away a game with the video too. So look for the video to drop tomorrow on Q2C VR Gamer, and you just have to comment on the video. You can win a copy of that as well. All right. That's the ugliest wheel I've ever seen.
What?
It's not moving.
Excuse me? What, dude? Do you
Let's
blame
see.
him
I
with
don't think there's any
McDonald's
music.
Wi-Fi, dude?
Oh, you don't.
Come on,
We need some
man.
music. We need some music.
Yeah, we need the music.
Do 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 do. Oh my lord! What's going on here?
Nice. Thank you.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations to Substatica. You guys know what to do. Just message Todd at lamplighter2hours@gmail.com, and we'll get you the key as soon as possible. But yeah, congratulations, Bocce Time.
Yeah, like App J says, the wheel, it has feelings, dude.
It does. I didn't mean to hurt the feelings. The wheel's feelings. Sorry.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Congratulations.
The wheel of feelings.
So
You need to reboot that Haze modem, Todd. Onakazi says. Too funny. Let's talk. Post
I know,
Malone,
right?
guys. Let's talk Post Malone. We got into some Post Malone last night, right? We got into some Post Malone.
we did.
Was it last night, D? Yeah, it was last night. It was Friday night, right?
Yeah, it was
So
last
in,
night.
Yeah, in venues, in Horizon venues, it was me, it was you, it was Dark Angel,
Yep.
Mr. Tasselhoff, and Michelle.
Like Dark says, Jank Malone.
Jake Malone, yeah. It was Ryan Brannon and Michelle B. And then Mike Newton was trying to be there for a little bit. We had some people in there,
Yeah.
right? So
Bass
we
was
all
there.
try and meet up 9 p.m. Eastern time. Was when the concert went live. We tried to meet up. We met up in Discord so we could all talk to each other beforehand. We got in game. We got into Horizons. We did a chat together, and 9 o'clock hits, and we can't. Number one, it takes us forever just to get partied up. So we have now like 10 people in the party. So we're all set to go. I hit enter the venues to go watch it, and it says you can't have more than 4 people in your party to go into this room. So we worked like for 40 minutes trying to get everybody into a party, which took forever because it was issues and it was jank. And then we go to get in the room, and they're like, you can't bring more than 4 people in the room. Like, there's nowhere it says this, and why don't you tell anybody this beforehand? So we have to break up into 2 parties. Okay, we figured out. We had 2 parties and 3 parties. We had 2 parties of 4 and 1 party or 2 or something like that. So we all go in. We finally get into an instance together. We're in the concert is like now started. You know, we should be in there now.
Well
watching.
into it.
Yeah, we get into the lobby. We're supposed to be able to walk down this ramp into this huge venue where you're going to be able to watch this concert. And we go in there and black screen. Black screen. Nothing's going on. There's many people in there, and they're all saying the same thing: black screen, black screen, black screen. And you talk to her about, yeah, just see a black screen. So we start exiting out. We're like, okay, let's get out of there and let's go back in and let's try again. We'll try and go to a different instance. Black screen, black screen, black screen. Can't find any of them that are playing. I think at one point Michelle had hers was playing at one point or something like that, but it was super janky and she couldn't.
Somebody had audio. Somebody could see it.
So then we broke up. I said, let's break the party up. Maybe you can't do it with and Tass was in an instance where he was by himself and it worked. So I joined on his instance and I got in there. It was like 9:30 at this point, I think, and I could watch it. And I get in there, and I'm telling you right now, it is freaking amazing. And if they ever, please, Meta, figure out this out, this will be the way that everybody wants to consume a concert like this. Because, D, you got a chance to see it at the end too, right?
Was it high quality? Was it
super high quality?
Yes,
like,
it was so good. Once I got in there,
like you couldn't even see features on her face. It was so grainy. It was just terrible.
This was me like looking at like GT's how good GT's image looks right now. Your camera sucks.
That's pretty good.
But yeah, I mean that's how good it looks. I mean when you're in there, it's super crisp, super clear, right, D?
Yes.
And
I was on one of the higher levels, so it was kind of like right here with like eye level.
And it looked like he was actually
cool.
performing on a stage for you.
Right.
Yeah, but he's like huge. Like you can see him, and he's because he's like, it doesn't look like you're at a concert. You know what I mean? Because but he looks like he's in 3D. He's in VR. You can tell it's like, it's not you looking at a flat screen. It's him being there, but he's huge. It's like he's been blown up. You know what I mean? So you're looking at a small perspective of him on the stage performing, and the sound quality was excellent. The video quality way outdid what I thought it was going to do. Dark Angel was there. She said, I saw 2 minutes in the beginning, and the video was very crisp and sharp. And that's all she was able to see because after that, she never got into one of the instances where she could see it. So basically, I got in there at about 9:30. Show was over at 9:45. So I got in there just in time to see like 4 songs. The whole show was 45 minutes. So to me, it's not long enough.
Wonder how much you got paid for that?
I don't know. It's a good question. But that's what we were talking about afterwards. It's a free show. I mean, I guess I can't expect too much. If you're going to get a high quality guy like that to do a show, this is pre-recorded. It's not live by any means.
Right.
By any means, by the way.
So he had like different scenes, different outfits, different rooms or stages that he was on. Yeah,
it was cool. I mean, what is there is very cool. They just need to fix it and make it better and make it smoother and make it better and make it a better experience. Because when you're in there and when you're doing it, it's fine. I just hope they can fix it because I would want to go watch anybody in there and do a great show.
Would you want to watch Todd though? I mean, do you think Post Malone's as reliable as Todd's internet today?
Oh my gosh. Maybe we were all using Todd's internet. That was the problem.
Maybe Post Malone was using it.
Maybe he's
Oh my gosh. He has been in and out more times. You didn't pay.
You know who else has been in and out more times?
You didn't pay extra. You didn't pay extra for the good Wi-Fi, did you?
Oh.
D, I heard
You gotta
that.
pay extra.
Filth.
Oh my god, this internet sucks.
Filth.
So Dark Angel
Wonder
does
if it
say
work better off your phone.
Yeah, the redesign of the venues looks better and more streamlined, and that's one thing I will say too is venues now looks way better than it used to. There's more areas in venue to hang out, and there's different things to do in there where you can go to different events. So they are definitely they're getting better. Ryan Brandon says he didn't do Rockstar at the end. I don't know if maybe he did in the beginning. Is that like a big song? I'm not a huge Post Malone fan.
Yeah, that's one of his big songs. Circles. Yeah, you just found out who he was at the beginning of the week.
Yeah, literally, I had no idea until we did our show prep for our Thursday show, and we were talking about it, and I had no idea who the hell he was. And
he was like, "Oh, he did a song with Ozzy? What? Okay,
yeah,
who is this?"
But yeah, he did a song with Ozzy Osbourne. I got to go check him out. Yeah. So it was cool. It was fun. GT, would you ever try and do something like that? Have you ever done a concert in venues or?
I have. I was invited to Jean some techno DJ. He's apparently very popular. I didn't know how popular he was. I did check it. And yeah, I was quite lucky. I went to like the live instance, so he was talking to us, kind of thing, in VR chat. But then obviously that room is then like duplicated lots and lots and lots and lots of times.
Right.
But it's really cool. Like being there, it was very good, very enjoyable. And I've been to one. What have I been to? I've been to like a brief in like a venues before, but it was over a year ago. I mean, you're saying this is all very different and updated, so it sounds pretty cool. I need to get in there, I think.
Yeah, I want to do more of these things. I think they're good to do. Go ahead, Z.
The best concert experience I had in there was Foo Fighters. That was the coolest one.
Yeah. I love Foo Fighters.
Now we did go see Muse, myself and Roots and Wes and Michelle Dillon and Tass and Dark Angel. I think we went and saw Muse in Stageverse. Stageverse is a Quest App Lab app, and that was more like that. This was actually an actual concert, like where you could see audience that Muse did, and then they reproduced it in Stageverse. But that one had different camera angles, so they shot it in VR with a VR camera. When they recorded the concert. So they had these cameras all around the stadium, and it was a big open air stadium, and you actually could like click a button and you could go to wherever that camera was, and you could get all these different camera views. And to me, that was the way to see a show, because you get the energy of the crowd. The crowd was going nuts, man, and you were like in it. You were like in the crowd.
Yeah.
You could feel yourself in it, and the crowd's energy and them freaking out was like, it was like contagious. You felt that energy of all that stuff in there, and it was amazing.
I just want to say, Onike's is literally just done what I was going to say. For the guys who are like, who is Post Malone? I've just pulled it up on my phone. In the film Spider-Verse, or Into the Spider-Verse, the main song is Sunflower, and that's by Post Malone.
There you go.
So if you've seen that film and you enjoyed that song, you have enjoyed him. Yeah. I like him.
Yeah.
I was saying that Monday. He was on Howard Stern.
I thought it was cool.
Big 2-hour interview. It was really good.
Really?
Yeah,
He's done a whole
why he's got the tattoos on his
Nirvana
face, what they all mean.
Album.
He covered Nirvana? That's cool.
Yeah. Oh,
He did their whole album.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Definitely one to look up, dude.
But it was cool. I'll keep an eye out for. Hopefully they'll do something else and get better and better and better. But it's something I think that it was a neat thing. I just hope they fix it. And yeah, it was cool. Everybody should try it. He's got 2 more shows. I think there's one more today and one more tomorrow. That replays. So if you want to go in and check it out, go check out Horizons. And yeah, it's cool. Let's talk quickly about this this documentary. I didn't see it. I haven't watched it yet. There's a documentary on HBO that is called We Met in Virtual Reality and explores the real people of VR chat. I am not a big VR chat fan, but I recently just spent some time in VR chat with Brad. Sadly, it's Bradley. Kind of took us in and showed us around, and got a chance to talk to him in VR chat, and he showed us some of the worlds that are in there. And man, I'm really impressed with what VR chat has become, and I think I'd like to go back and do some more stuff in there. And this is an interesting thing that HBO has picked up a movie about it. And have any of you guys had a chance to watch the movie or know anything about it?
No,
yet.
not yet.
Basically,
Not yet. I just heard about it at the middle of this week or whatever, and I haven't got a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah, it's a new documentary that was filmed entirely in VR and is coming to HBO later this month. That focuses on the individuals of communities growing in VR spaces. Created by a director and premiered at the 2022 Sundance Film Festival, We Met in Virtual Reality explores the lives of real VR users who met in VR chat and their experiences living on that platform. VR chat is one of the most popular social platforms thanks to its ability to allow custom avatars and user-generated contents such as rooms and experiences. The platform, which is available on Quest PC VR headsets, is also free as well as being open to non-VR users on PC as well. And that was one of the things that Brad was talking about. There are people that almost live in VR chat. There are people that go in there to sleep. They have rooms in there that are dedicated to helping people sleep. And there's things where you can go in and turn lights off, and you can have music playing. You can have water. Just areas where are calming. Where if you're having problems sleeping, people will actually go in there and sleep in VR. And that's what he was talking about in there.
In one of my, I've done 2 videos in VR chat, and one of them. I walked in. It's basically this video was basically just like I think I was in there for hours, and it was just the best bits of like where I met like Hagrid from Harry Potter, and he did a backflip, and I went into a room and it was like a sensory room, and they're watching a film, and I was like, oh, what's this? And this like potato guy turns around, and he's like, shh. I'm like, I don't know what it is, and he was like. Shh. And I was like, fucking hell, I really want to know what this is. And I went, anyway, in the video, he basically tells me to shut up. And there's loads of like fucked up things. I went in there again another time, and there was like this nice anime cat girl person. And it could have been a girl, you don't know, do you? And they were like, they wanted me to hold their hand. So I held their hand, and we walked into like this hotel, went into a room, and I was like, what's going on? And then she walked me to the shower. So I stood in the shower. I stood in the shower, and she turned the shower on, and then she just stood there pretending to wash me. Like,
oh, nice.
And I was like, oh, I just stood there and waited for it to like sort of finish. And then I got out. I was like, actually, I could just turn this on at any time.
He's like, look, I don't want to. I'm not going to be rude. I'll let you finish.
Just wash me, yeah.
Yeah, just finish. Virtual Strangers, what is up, Wes? How you doing, man? He just stopped in to say hi. And yeah, Wes was in there with us and with me and Brad and Roots, and it was a lot of fun in there. And Wes was like really into it. So because there's a lot of experiences in there, and Wes is very into doing different types of experiences in VR, and like. There's a lot of musical experiences in VR chat that you can do that are music based, but also visually based. That we did a couple with Brad that he showed us, and they were really, really amazing. And I think I'm gonna try and get back in there a little bit. But where did you find the girl that wanted to wash you? Just let me know where that is. So I can
Where exactly were you at?
I can't remember where that was. I met her at a pool.
I'm not saying I'm gonna go. I just want to know where I shouldn't go.
Right.
It wasn't a bad experience.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah. Who doesn't want to go get washed by a girl in VR? Or what you think is a girl? The potato could have been a girl.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Doesn't have to be. No, this guy got really angry with me. I think the video nearly stops on that. It's like, what? What did he say? He went, watch and shh. Really like. So angry at me. I was laughing. Like I couldn't stop laughing.
Now I want to go watch this video.
And Russian. I think he was Russian.
He was Russian, of course.
Yeah, angry Russian potato guy.
Oh, of course. Well, Todd's got a hard out here, guys, in like 10 minutes because he's in Vegas, and I understand that you want to go out and like hang out with your family, but
I do. Yeah, my wife's gonna kill me if I sit here all day and chat with you guys.
I will just
as
say
much as I'd love to do that.
Yeah, that thing, we met in VR is going to air on July 27th on HBO. If you want to go check it out, sounds interesting. I think I will go check it out myself just to see what it looks like.
The trailer looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually have the trailer, don't we, Todd? You want to play that? Do we have time? Which one is it, Todd?
Sure.
Do we have time to play it or no? Okay.
The amount of lag we've got when we all say goodbye and everything, it'd just be Todd sitting here like
for 30
waiting.
seconds.
Yeah. In his own.
Is it here in the video clips?
Did it work?
Oh, there it is. It's yeah, you shared your screen.
Making friends here is sometimes what saves people's lives, or what gets them up out of bed in the morning.
I am a teacher for Helping Hands, a sign language community here in VR chat.
Hand rested under our elbow, and we're gonna go like this. Christmas.
Slow. Quick, slow. If I had confidence that I could teach dance as a living in VR, I totally would do exactly that.
With a long-distance relationship, having VR is a game changer.
We are 5,000 miles apart, but we're gonna try our best to make it work.
This year has been really hard. The thing that has kept me sane has been VR and the VR community. I would not have weathered this without you guys. 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year!
You can be who you've always wanted to be, and you can, in a way, start over.
We can come together and support each other. This community means a lot to me, and I really want them to know that they're loved.
It's been a year since I've seen Kevin's IRL body.
Sounds
or
funny.
his IRL avatar.
Cool.
Those are very cool. I think it's really cool.
It's a couple people in chat that are like, this is super cringe. Or, guys, I think this is really cool, man. I mean, just because this isn't something that you would want to do, a lot of people like this stuff, and there's a lot of. I mean, if you can go into some place and make yourself happy, what's the big deal, man? Go. I think it's great that people can do this.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, like, not liking this is basically saying you're not happy for other people to be happy. That's all that means to me. Because I'm not going to go in there and get married. I got washed. I got washed in there. But
I might go do that.
Go and get washed. But so. But either way, I'm just as long as they're happy, I'm happy. That's all that's all it is.
Again, there's a lot of people out there that are unhappy in their current situation, and if they can find something that makes them happy,
that's what I love.
Fucking A, man, go do
that's
it.
What
Make
I love.
yourselves happy.
Yeah. Some therapeutic inside this VR chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I found that uplifting.
Same.
A lot of it again, always they do it really well. The music behind it,
is
really good. That music is like, it gives you that feeling of, but hey, again, people are in there and they're meeting each other, and maybe people who would never have met in life or who are unhappy in what they're doing, and they have a chance to be together and hang out. Man, I think it's awesome. And again, this is just more spotlight on VR too, on HBO, where more people can see what's going on in virtual reality. Hopefully this kind of helps some people. Somebody sitting on a couch watching something on HBO goes, maybe I can get in there and make some friends. Maybe I can get in there and find somebody that I can hang out with and help somebody. So
do you know what I like is when they say like, you can be in here and you can be anyone, or they could. I guess what they're trying to say is they could be themselves who they wanted to be. Right. Not necessarily want to be anyone else. They want to be themselves, but they don't feel like they're themselves in the real world. But in VR chat, that's how they feel they're real people and their real friends are and stuff like that. And again, if they're happy, I'm happy. That's
exactly
so cool. Because being happy is so fucking hard. It's so hard to be happy. You know what I mean? It's I'm kind of jealous. I'll be honest. I'm not angry or upset. I'm actually jealous because I struggle with being happy and question. It doesn't matter what I seem to do sometimes. I'm not happy. So I'm like, yeah, that's amazing. You know, that's great.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I just love it that people can find each other, especially nowadays in the crazy world that we are in, and still having issues getting out and doing things and being able to go someplace. And, you know, again, the people in there were talking, they're 5,000 miles apart, and they were hanging out, and, you know, I saw people look like they were getting married in there. Hey, hell yeah, man. Whatever is going to make you happy. It's not something, again, I would probably do, but I like seeing people going in and doing it and making themselves happy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the amazing thing about VR. I mean, I've never met GT. We live thousands and thousands of miles apart, but we feel like we have some type of relationship because we come out and we can do these shows and we share a passion for virtual reality. Same thing with Todd. I talk to Todd every day, more than I talk to pretty much anybody else in my real life. I've never met Todd. We are going to get a chance to meet coming up there in September, but I've never met Todd before. I don't even know. I don't even know how tall he is, to be honest with you, because he's always sitting down. So I couldn't even tell you how tall the guy is. But I have a relationship, Todd, that I don't have even now with most of my friends that are here that I could go see, and that's something that virtual reality brings into the lives of a lot of people.
I might not ever meet you guys. That's the whole
No,
thing.
it's gonna happen. You got to put it out there. It will eventually happen.
We'll figure something out.
Like when I met Skeever and Alex.
Come to my house.
There'll be no lag there. There'll be no lag at Todd's house.
Yeah.
He'll like open the door, but I'd have already walked through it or something. But
Wes says Todd's not real. He's fake.
He's
catfishing me.
Yeah, crazy. But when I met Alex and Skeever, it was weird because, it was weird, but it wasn't weird. Like Skeever's big. Alex actually looks exactly the same proportion as I imagined, and is the same. And yeah, it probably took like 2 or 3 minutes of like, wow, this is like happening. This is weird. Mm-hmm. And we hugged, and then we quickly sat down. And I was just like, fucking hell, this is no different to like what it'd be like if we actually were all like before, like now, watching them on their show, talking to them. It's very cool. It's very cool.
It is, and we will, and hopefully we'll all be able to get together at some point soon. But yeah, if not, we can always get this. And hopefully, I think I'm going to Gamescom, so in Germany.
I'll see you there.
Yeah, we'll see you there. We'll see you there for sure.
And that's why I dropped everything. When I found out Michelle Dillon was an hour away from me in North Carolina, I'm like, screw the cleaning, the meal prep, everything. I'm going to see my friend that I have this chance to go see.
You've done that already. You've met someone in VR.
Yeah.
Wes's wife.
Yeah, Wes's wife. She was an hour away from me. I dropped everything. I filled up my gas tank.
Was Wes not there?
Took off. No. It was the funniest thing because she had to call him to wake him up to go to work that night. And she's like, someone wants to say hi. I'm like, hello? He's like, hello? D? How are you on my phone?
How weird.
It was the funniest thing.
Pretty cool. That is cool.
Those opportunities don't come across that often in this arena or this world that we're in. So I had to take it. I
was in America twice, and I'd say BMF is probably my. I speak to him most days, actually. I think probably every other day at the moment, but we speak every day. And to know I went to America twice this year and didn't see him.
Yeah.
And he couldn't believe it. We both couldn't believe it. We're like, how can you get the plane all the way to this bit of the world? And we still didn't make it happen. But America's such a big place. Like, so fucking huge.
Yeah. It's
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, like Todd is like a 10-hour plane ride for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would be tough. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, we'll all try and get together soon at some point, and you meet everybody in pieces. I've been able to hang out with some cool people, Skiva and Alex. I got a chance to meet in VR with Jasmine and Z Storm. I got a chance to see them in person, and hopefully everybody will get together. It's cool to go to these shows and see the VR community, and like Eric Hartley and just some of the other cool people that I've had a chance to meet. So. For sure, guys. Let's give away a couple of keys and then let's get the heck out of here and let's call this an amazing show because I think it's really been a lot of fun.
It's been in depth.
My favorites. Yeah. I'm one of my favorites.
You say that every show, Eric. You always say it's been one of your favorites. I love that.
Well, they're that good though.
All right, we're gonna see if this wheel works one more time.
Do you need some music? Do you need some more Street Fighter
yeah,
music?
that's it. We need some good music.
Oh, hold on, I'll get you some. It won't demonetize you either. Let me know when you're going.
So we're gonna give away. What are we gonna give away? This one will be Warplanes. Ooh, that's really good music.
So, what are you doing, Warplanes?
Yeah, Warplanes, right? Dark Angel says if she knew someone was within an hour, she would go for sure.
Yeah.
My camera.
Travel Man says he has bad breath and dandruff. Just warning anybody who comes to see him.
I just thought that was the same when I met Steve Nose. He messaged me and he was like, "I'm just gonna warn you, I'm more ugly in real person, like in real life." When he wrote that, I was like,
"That's great."
Nice.
Okay. I felt the need. Where's Todd gone now?
He's bringing up the wheel.
He sounds like he's actually building it. You think he's building the wheel?
I thought it would speed things up, but I'm loading the wheel up.
Is it spinning?
I don't see it spinning.
I don't think it's
Yeah,
spinning.
it's spinning. It's spinning.
Oh, I can hear it.
Well,
That's jazzy.
Who can name that tune?
What is it? It's from a video game, is it not? Definitely sounds like a video game.
Sounds like I should know this.
Stop it. I think it's finished.
Nope.
I should know that.
We get to spin
Everyone
it again.
Oh, fucking. What is going on? Oh, well. You don't get
Oh,
that.
so I want to know, what was it, though? What was the music from? Peter Molyneux's Syndrome.
I want someone else to know. Someone must know that music. No, it's not Mega Man Dark. It's not Mega Man. I would know that straight away.
Contra.
Anyway.
Fabster says Contra.
Not Contra.
Onikazi says Street Fighter.
I reckon Alex will probably want you to spin that again. No,
Yep.
guys.
Yeah,
No. Everyone, no. It's not right.
It was a space shooter game.
No.
Space shooter.
X-Men.
No. Come on. No. Are we spinning it again?
Yeah, I think
Am I spinning again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Sure,
let me choose a different track from that OST, and hopefully someone will get it. God, I gotta be
Diego
quick.
Dark says, I swear Alex wins every stream. Strider. Wes says Strider.
Everyone's gonna get it now, surely.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No.
Jay?
No.
Streets of Rage.
No.
Oh, what is that? Oh,
Come on, guys.
Pixel Ripped?
Pixel Ripped. I can't believe this.
That was Pixel Ripped?
I must be hardcore. I
Artful
must be a
got it.
hardcore gamer.
Artful got it.
Well, I'm Fabster. Who? I thought I got Fabster.
Artful said Pixel
Artful
Ripped.
got it.
No, Artful didn't get it.
Well, Artful got pixel ripped. Fabster won the wheel. Spin.
But no one named the music. Thank you,
Oh,
Dee.
so it wasn't
Artful.
Pixel Ripped?
No?
What was the music?
I'm fucking confused. What is happening? Take the music out of it. Forget the music. Go.
Fabster won Warplanes. Fabster. Congratulations, Fabster. You won Warplanes. Make sure you message Todd at lamplighter
Yes.
with 2 R's at gmail.com.
Congratulations.
And I want to say congratulations to Hussein. You got it right.
F-Zero.
F-Zero.
Oh, okay. F-Zero.
SNES.
Earlier was Street Fighter. The first spin was Street Fighter Ken stage. Yeah.
First. Yeah.
These are literally. I use all this shit at the end of my videos all the time. I love all that crap.
I need you have to give me like some original Metal Gear on Nintendo.
You might be able to do the Super Nintendo one, but you can't do any of the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 Metal Gear.
Right.
It's all copyrighted.
Damn.
I've tried.
All right, one more, guys.
All right, this is for Zombieland.
I want a Metal Gear Solid movie or a Metal Gear movie with Otacon
I thought there
and
was supposed to be one.
Gray Fox. What was the? It was Gray Fox, right? The Cyber Ninja character, Gray Fox.
Yeah.
Meryl.
Meryl.
Psycho
Or
Mantis.
Boyd.
Psycho Mantis. Do you remember when you used to do that memory card thing with Psycho Mantis?
Oh, you had to switch it. You had to switch your controller, remember? You had to put your controller in the second port for it to work.
That's it.
Void! Space Denizen. Void Citizen wins Zombieland. Great game.
Well done, fella.
Revolver Ocelot. Yeah, that's another one.
Well done, everyone.
Yes, congratulations to the winners tonight. Substatica, Fabster, and Space Denizen. Void Citizen, another big supporter. Void is everywhere, man. Void hangs out at every...
Void.
Everyone. I'll always call him
Every
Void.
stream.
His name is Space Denizen now, but I always call him Void. But, yeah, guys,
Chatty.
another great show. Thanks, you guys, for being here on a Saturday. GT, thanks for hanging out, man, after a long
Mrs.
stream.
Gamertag popped in. Hi, Mrs. Gamertag.
Hey. Yes, thank you for popping in. We appreciate it. Thank you for allowing us to steal your husband on a Saturday night, and he had to eat a whole pizza.
She heard about the
real
shower
fast.
scene and had to come.
No, she doesn't know about the pizza.
Oh, shit.
Ah, damn, Mash.
Oh, crap.
No, I didn't say that. I'm sorry.
Shit. She's been like on at me,
She's seen
like
the
she's
pizza
been helping
boxes,
me.
she said.
Oh,
So
she
much
saw the
trouble.
pizza boxes, which my daughter was meant to
thank
clean
God.
up.
I feel better now. Thank God.
She didn't matter.
Daughter's
So
grounded.
look, you were already in trouble then. It wasn't my fault.
Damn it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You're off
too
the
funny.
hook.
Your daughter already told her.
Oh, that's no surprise. Yeah.
You were in trouble anyway. You were in trouble
well,
anyway. That was
okay.
too funny. But yeah, thank you, Todd, for taking time out of your vacation over there in Vegas. Please have a fun night tonight. Tell Allison
problem.
say thank you for giving her time up for you to come and do this as well. And Dee, thank you. You were awesome. Appreciate it. Let's go play some
She
bocce
is awesome.
time. Let's go play some more bocce time. We're going to stream tonight, guys. We're going to stream. We'll be over. We won't be on YouTube tonight. We'll be on Twitch tonight. We're going to be live streaming something cool. I don't know. I think we're going to do some After the Fall and then maybe some Zenith. I don't know. It'll be fun.
No. Todd, what are you doing in Las Vegas? Hold on. Wait.
We're
Wait.
a little
There we go.
3-day
Wait for it.
weekend.
So crazy. The slow-mo laugh.
It is really.
I love it. So
Oh
scary.
my God, it's so funny. Mr. Lloyd Beavis says, "Don't say anything about the shower."
And this is the MGM. It should be. A
Oh
good
yeah.
hotel.
Right. Anyway, end the show. Bye everyone.
It's
Bye.
fun.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
We're out. Oh, damn.
He's out. He's like, I'm
We're
gone.
out.
I'll see you later. All right, guys, that is our show for today. We appreciate it. If you liked the video, please go right now. Give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate the thumbs up. Help us a lot. If you could make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And if you are, make sure you hit the notification bell, because if you don't hit the bell, you don't know when we go live. You don't know when we drop new content. We will be back in August for one more episode, for just one episode in August of Reality Bites. It's going to be a very busy month. And July and August are tough times to get these things in. So we'll definitely be here. We got one here in July. We're going to get one more in August. And then in September, back to our regularly 2 times a month for Reality Bites. We're all having a ball doing this. As you can see, we just have a lot of fun hanging out with each other. And these shows are getting better and better every time we do them. That is it for me. For my friend Todd in Vegas, boom, and D, and GT, who's in trouble for eating a whole pizza before he came to the show. See you, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye, guys. No, wait for me to push the button.
Hit that button. Hit that button. Hit that button.
I pushed it.